Welcome everybody. Welcome to African Docs. African Docs basically is a YouTube that is dedicated to leadership. We also concentrate on African issue. Recently, you'll be following what has been going on in Nigeria relating to the protests, where a lot of Nigerian youth are coming out demanding for a positive change. Police brutality, where a lot of people have been tortured, have been abused by the Nigerian police. And this has been unacceptable to a lot of Nigerians. This has been unacceptable whether you are in Nigerian abroad or Nigerian at home. So that is why a lot of Nigerians are protesting, demanding for a change. But the same thing that they are complaining against is what is continuously repeated, where Nigerians are being abused continuously. Following also what happened yesterday, where a lot of people were attacked in Lagos. So this one, of course, is unacceptable. So today I'm going to be talking with my wife, who also have been very vocal about the issue. So I'm going to be asking her a few questions to see what is her reaction to what is going on, because even though we are not in Nigeria, we feel inside what is going on at home, because that is our country, that is our home. So all Nigeria, wherever you are, home and abroad, this is opportunity for us to add our voice together, because we need a change, we need a better Nigeria. So you have really followed what has been going on, particularly the one of yesterday. Yeah. So tell me, first of all, you can tell us a little bit about yourself, what you do, because people will also like to know that you also have a YouTube page, have a YouTube channel where you also run your things.
Good morning, everybody. My name is Ofure Obehi, and I'm a woman of God. I must be specific about that. I try to do lead comedy. In short, I'm into a lot of things of which I'm not yet to bring out. I'm not bringing out yet, but with time, everything will be coming out. So, I think I see myself also as an activist, because I don't know why. I hate everything about injustice. It kinds of, should I say, I'm allergic to it. So I don't condone oppression, injustice, and inhumanity to fellow human beings. So.
All right. Yesterday, we see a lot of things that happened, because there was an interview I was supposed to do yesterday, of course, with the guy in Abuja who were following the protest, which of course I'm going to do today. Then we know all the thing that happened, because a lot of videos also are out now of the attack in Lagos. So what is your own reaction following this story?
My own reaction, although I have yesterday has not been the only day I've been following it up. I will say I've been following it up right from the day one the whole protest started in Nigeria, and the protestants to start with have been very peaceful, and they have been very straightforward on what they actually or really want from the government. You understand? And they demand for five for five, which it's already, like we all know, it has already gotten to the table of the leaders of Nigeria. Why are they not granting what they need until yesterday, that they choose to put sudden coffee and all of a sudden begin to kill unarmed civilians? Why? If you've been following up the protest like me, like myself, you see, we put it out very clear as end SARS brutality, of which in the moment the protest started going on, they tried to say they have reformed it or something, and they changed it to SWAT. And we put it end SWAT, end police brutality, reform the Nigerian police force, and also end bad governance. So the things are straight. They are straightforward, and there is no beating around the bush about what we want. And if you ask me, the one of the hashtag already covers everything that we are asking for, which is the end bad governance. Because if we even say, okay, end SARS, which is our main aim now, end SARS, it all starts from the top to the down. Because like the saying goes that when the head is sick, the whole body is sick. The problem of Nigeria starts from the head. The leaders that are supposed to be good leaders, they are the very corrupt one. What will you say about a leader or about a government who can go as far as paying toll distract the peaceful protest. They bring this out first to distract the protesters, to make everybody or the whole world thinks that these protestants are armed people that are going about fighting with the government. That was not true, because all the while our protestants, they have been going out unarmed. They have been going out and crying and demanding. Even the church joined, marching around, praying and talking about it. What will you have to say about that government to tell you how corrupt it is from the head? And if you ask me, in my own opinion, I believe those same people that came out as thugs were equally the same SARS people who cannot boldly come out now with their identity card as SARS, that part of the police force of Nigeria, to declare right now, were the same people that went out as thugs being paid by the government to obstruct the protest. Then some of us also begin to raise an alarm that they should end talks. I personally, I remember putting a tag like that too, as Operation Ash End talks in Nigeria. So with that, they decide to come up with a 24-hour coffee in Edo State and in Lagos State, which was yesterday. But to prove to them that these people, the Nigerian youth and everybody in general, we the Nigerians, we are tired. We are tired and we have gotten it up to here that we are no longer comfortable and we can no longer endure the hardship or the bad governance in our country. So we still came out to protest. Then these people came out. A coffee you said whether 6 to 6. At about 4, you send down soldiers on your own citizen. For what? Every forms of bad governance should end in Nigeria. It should end. It should end. And if you ask me, Buhari and all the old camps of leadership in Nigeria, all right from the day we got our independence as a nation, should leave our position of leadership, because they have really constituted nuisance in our country. We can no longer take this anymore.
Thank you very much for that. That has really been very insightful. Now, there is one question that I'm asking a lot of people. Yesterday, I did an interview with a guy in US. The interview is going to be available very soon. Then also with the one that I'm going to do afterwards. There is this question I usually try to put forward before then, which is up until now, the issue of Nigeria be sidelined in different sections, because these have been very advantageous for the leadership, for the people that are ruling the country, because everybody is fighting for his own small pocket of interest. Yes. But this particular one is different in that they are asking for one thing. So this make it a kind of a different struggle. And if you look at it, this is possibly one of the best way to reform the Nigeria system. So how do you look at this with this Nigeria calling in one voice, instead of saying, okay, I'm a Yoruba, I'm Igbo, I'm Hausa? This is not the card that they are playing right now, and this is making it very, very successful for them.
Yes, this is also very, very, very interesting, and it's something that is even like we Nigerians ourselves, we are amazed. You understand? To see that Nigerians can actually come out with one voice. For the first time in history, in the whole of history of Nigeria, that Nigerians can come out with one voice to demand for one thing. This should go a long way to tell our leaders that they have really gone out of, they have really gone out of the normal. Because all the protests, all the fights you'll be hearing in Nigeria has always been either the state, just a state protesting, or the normal tribal protesting, tribalism. You are an Igbo, I'm a Yoruba, we don't agree, we don't this, and they begin to argue. There was also that of Biafra, and sometimes this tribal war, like in Delta State back then that one stopped. You see some other parts of the country where the same tribal fights are going on. It's so obvious that until this very October, when this protest started, that our leaders have not been able to divide us again, because this is what they have always done. If you ask me about like the tribal war that happened in Delta State for almost 9 years, because by then I was in Delta State. For all the years, the tribal war, from the start of it to the ending of it, it all started with the people demanding and asking the government to develop where they were living. You come to my community to drill oil, but you don't care about my well-being. You will come, you will destroy my water where I fish, I earn my daily bread, I farm, and to take care of my children. Where is my home? You don't care about my welfare. And these people, especially the part of the job part of Niger Delta, came out and were demanding for accountability, at least for some welfare, from some level of development in their area. The government, rather than do something about it, this was the regime of Obasanjo, and then Ibori was the president, was the governor then. Instead of them to do something, just because Ibori was a partly Urobo and Ichekiri, they turned it to tribal war. And they began to say the Ijaw people of Delta State were trying they are coming out with those agenda or those things because the person in power as the governor of the state was not an Ijaw man, because he was an Ichekiri and Urobo. So that was why you find out that the war was between Ichekiri and the Ijaws of Niger Delta then. That is what they have always done. But this one is so interesting, and it should speak a lot to the leaders that we have gotten it up to here. So we are learning to realize that and accept it, that we are first a Nigerian before I am an Igbo man, before I am a Yoruba woman, or before I am an Hausa woman.
Thank you very much. That is really great. Now, like I said before, this interview was scheduled to be a very short one. We have responded. Now, to conclude it, I want you to tell me, what do you tell other fellow Nigerians abroad, also those at home, to do at the moment so that this fire can keep burning, not for the purpose of burning, but for the purpose of change, because we need a change in that country. And that is why everybody is adding their voices to this particular argument of change right now. So what do you say to conclude the interview?
Yes, for me, I will still encourage my fellow Nigerians and the Nigerian youth especially not to give up. You understand? Because we need to be courageous. We have started a fight, and we must fight until we get the answers we want, until we get the results that we need. It's good that we are out at least for the first time, and the whole world is watching. You understand? The whole world is watching. You guys are not alone. And like I already said in my previous video I make last time on my Instagram live video, I said we should not give up. The whole world is watching. You guys are not alone, because we Nigerians in diaspora, we are behind you, and some other non-Nigerians are behind you people. Because fine, there is so much hatred in the world, but not everybody, not all persons that are wicked or have this hateful mind. So there are also seen white people who have joined in this protest to say end SARS, end police brutality, end everything. So my fellow Nigerians, let's keep the fire burning. Let's keep going out. And if you cannot go out, you can pray. Now we need both spiritual and physical. We need to pray, and we need to keep coming out. We don't need to be silent, because this is what they want us to do. They want us to keep silent, and they want us to keep short, because they know with the way we have come out, whether they like it or not, they are going to give us answers. They are going to give us response. They are going to grant our desires. So they're trying to prevent it. It's why they did what they did yesterday. And honey, like I showed you a video yesterday of a Nigerian with a Nigeria flag and they shot him. And the whole of Nigeria flag was in pool of blood, which by law, they are not supposed to do it. The government, they know this. The soldiers, they know this. The moment such thing happen, it shows that the nation has fallen. So right now for me, Nigeria has fallen. Meaning every government official of this regime need to leave the office for new people to come in. That flag, I want us to keep posting it. A Nigerian was murdered in cold blood with his Nigeria flag on his arm to tell the whole world that we are not protesting with arms. We are armless. We are only going out with our flags, and they are supposed to respect that.
Thank you very much. That'll be very encouraging for the boys, for the youth, and for everybody, for every concerned Nigerian that is out there on the street. So we say continue. We are all on it together. So I want to thank all of you that have watched this video to the end of it. I will say continue to support each and every good fight that is being fought in the name of reform in Nigeria. Thanks to all of you, and see you next time. Bye for now.